Most people think eating once a day is extreme. They imagine weakness, starvation, muscle loss. But biologically, the human body was never designed to eat constantly. For most of human history, food didn't arrive every 3 hours. There were no snack breaks, no refrigerators full of food, no late-night deliveries. There was hunting. There was waiting. And sometimes, there was hunger. When you eat once a day, often called OMAD, 1 meal a day, you're not starving your body. You're simply returning to a rhythm your biology already understands. Because inside your body, there are entire systems designed specifically for periods without food. Systems that repair cells, burn fat, improve metabolic efficiency, and sharpen the brain. But these systems only activate when the body stops digesting. So what actually happens when you eat once, and then wait 23 hours before the next meal? To understand that, we need to follow the timeline, hour by hour, from the moment you finish your meal until the moment your body is ready to eat again. And the changes might surprise you. Hours 04, the feeding phase. The moment you finish eating, digestion begins immediately. Your stomach starts breaking down proteins into amino acids and carbohydrates into glucose. This glucose moves into your bloodstream, raising your blood sugar. In response, your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin is one of the most important hormones in your metabolism. Think of it like a traffic controller for energy. Its job is to take nutrients from the blood and move them into cells. When insulin rises, your body enters storage mode. Glucose from your meal gets stored in your muscles and liver as glycogen. Any extra energy that your body doesn't need immediately begins converting into fat. During this phase, your body is not burning fat for fuel. It's using the energy you just ate. And that's perfectly normal. For the next few hours, your body is focused entirely on processing the nutrients from your meal. Your stomach empties. Your intestines absorb vitamins and minerals. Your liver organizes incoming energy. At this stage, nothing dramatic is happening yet. Your body is simply handling the food supply you just delivered. But eventually, the incoming energy stops, and that's when the real changes begin. Hours 4-8, the transition. Around 4 to 6 hours after eating, insulin levels begin to fall. The energy from your meal has mostly been absorbed. Blood sugar levels begin returning to normal. This is the moment many people start feeling their first signs of hunger. Your stomach may growl. Your brain might start thinking about food. This is driven by a hormone called ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone. But here's something important most people misunderstand. Hunger at this stage is not an emergency. It's simply a signal. Your body is saying, the quick energy from food is running low. But instead of shutting down, your body switches to the next fuel source, stored glycogen. Your liver begins breaking down glycogen and releasing glucose into the bloodstream to keep energy levels stable. This system works quietly in the background. Your brain still gets the fuel it needs. Your muscles still function normally. And most people feel completely fine. This stage is simply the bridge between eating and fasting. Hours 8 to 12. The glycogen burn. As you move closer to the 10 to 12 hour mark, your glycogen reserves begin to drop. Remember, glycogen is your body's short-term energy storage. It's like the cash in your wallet, easy to access but limited. When glycogen starts running low, the body prepares for a deeper shift. Insulin continues dropping. And that's important because insulin acts like a lock on your fat stores. As long as insulin is high, fat burning is limited. But when insulin falls low enough, those fat stores become available. At this point, your body begins preparing to unlock its largest energy reserve, body fat. And this is where fasting starts becoming metabolically powerful. Hours 12 to 16, the fat burning switch. Around the 12-hour mark, your body begins shifting its primary fuel source. Instead of relying mostly on glucose, it starts breaking down stored fat. Fat cells release fatty acids into the bloodstream. These fatty acids travel to the liver, where many of them are converted into molecules called ketones. Ketones are a powerful alternative fuel for the brain. In fact, the brain runs extremely efficiently on them. This is often the stage when people notice something interesting. Instead of feeling weak, they start feeling clearer. Mental fog begins to lift, focus sharpens, energy feels more stable. This happens because fat provides a slow, steady stream of energy, rather than the spikes and crashes that come from constant carbohydrate intake. Your body is now running on stored fuel that was designed to last. And for the first time since your last meal, you are truly in fat-burning mode. Hour 16:18, metabolic efficiency. By hour 16, your body has largely adapted to the fasting state. Fat burning becomes more efficient. Ketone production increases, and hunger signals often begin to fade. This might sound surprising, but many people report that hunger is strongest earlier in the fast, around hours 6 to 10, not later. Once the body fully switches to fat metabolism, energy stabilizes and hunger becomes much quieter. From an evolutionary perspective, this makes perfect sense. Imagine a prehistoric human who hadn't eaten all day. If hunger made them weak, slow, and unfocused, they wouldn't survive long enough to find food. Instead, the body does the opposite. It increases alertness. It sharpens focus. It prepares the body to hunt. Hours 18:20, cellular cleanup. Around this stage, a fascinating biological process becomes more active. It's called autophagy. The word literally means self-eating. But despite how it sounds, autophagy is actually a powerful repair mechanism. Inside every cell, tiny structures are constantly being damaged by normal metabolic activity. Proteins become misfolded. Old cellular components stop working properly. If these damaged parts accumulate, they can contribute to aging and disease. Autophagy is the system that removes this cellular debris. During fasting, cells begin identifying damaged components and breaking them down. Old proteins are recycled. Defective mitochondria are dismantled. Waste material is cleared out. It's like a cleaning crew entering a factory after the machines finally stop running. When food is constantly entering the system, the body focuses on growth and storage. But when food stops, the body shifts toward repair, and that repair can be incredibly beneficial. Hours 20 to 22. Hormonal advantage. As the fast deepens, several hormones begin shifting in your favor. One of the most interesting is human growth hormone, HGH. During extended fasting periods, HGH levels can rise significantly. Growth hormone plays an important role in preserving lean muscle tissue and supporting fat metabolism. In other words, it helps the body burn fat while protecting muscle. This is why short-term fasting does not automatically lead to muscle loss, as many people assume. The body is remarkably intelligent about energy use. When fat reserves are available, it prefers to burn fat first. Muscle is valuable tissue, and the body works hard to protect it. At the same time, insulin remains low, which keeps fat stores accessible for energy. This hormonal combination, low insulin and elevated growth hormone, creates an environment where fat burning becomes highly efficient. Hour 23, the prime state. By the time you approach hour 23, your body is fully in fasting mode. Fat metabolism is active. Ketones are fueling the brain. Cellular repair processes are underway, and insulin sensitivity has increased significantly. This last point is extremely important. When your cells go many hours without incoming nutrients, they become much more responsive to insulin. Think of your cells like a dry sponge. After hours of fasting, they are ready to absorb nutrients quickly and efficiently. Your digestive system has also had a long period of rest. Inflammation in the gut may decrease, digestive enzymes reset, and your body is now prepared to use incoming nutrients extremely effectively. Which brings us to the most important moment in the entire cycle, the meal. Breaking the fast. When you finally eat, your body is primed for nutrient absorption. This is why the quality of the meal matters so much. After a long fast, flooding the body with ultra-processed foods and sugar can cause a sharp insulin spike and rapid energy crash. Instead, the most effective way to break a fast is with nutrient-dense foods. Protein should come first. Foods like eggs, fish, chicken, or meat. Protein provides essential amino acids that the body uses to rebuild tissues and repair cells. Next come healthy fats, which help maintain stable energy and keep insulin levels moderate. And finally, fiber-rich vegetables supply minerals, vitamins, and micronutrients that support overall health. When meals are structured this way, most people notice something interesting. They feel satisfied faster. Their appetite becomes easier to control, and energy levels stay steady. The adaptation period. Of course, switching to one meal a day isn't always easy at first. If someone is used to eating 6 times per day, jumping straight into OMAD can feel uncomfortable. The body needs time to adapt. During the first week or two, people may experience headaches, fatigue, or irritability. This often happens because insulin levels are dropping and the body is releasing extra water and electrolytes. Replacing electrolytes, especially sodium, can help reduce these symptoms. Over time, the body becomes more metabolically flexible. It becomes better at switching between burning carbohydrates and burning fat. And once that flexibility develops, fasting becomes much easier. A natural rhythm. Eating once a day isn't magic, and it's not necessary for everyone. But it reveals something important about human biology. The body is designed for cycles of feeding and cycles of fasting. Constant eating keeps the body in storage mode, but periods without food allow the body to burn stored energy, repair damaged cells, and reset important metabolic processes. For many people, returning to this natural rhythm brings surprising benefits: more stable energy, clearer focus, better metabolic health, and a deeper understanding of how powerful the human body truly is. Because hunger is not always a problem to eliminate. Sometimes, it's a signal that your body is doing exactly what it was built to do.